Hey, this is a test video in hopes that I will soon be able to upload videos of Segue Says. Well, who'd have thought we'd get this far? In the fall of 2012, I began making posts on my Facebook page that I called Segue Says. In these posts, I'd mention a couple of songs and how cool I thought it would sound if you would play one into the other without stopping. And when I made these posts, they were just words. There were no audio examples to show how they sounded, no videos to demonstrate how they worked. People just had to take my word for it. After I'd made a few of these, I was encouraged by a number of people to find a way to demonstrate these segues and transitions that I've been coming up with so that others could hear them and maybe use them. So in the spring of 2013, I began making videos, which I called the Segue Says podcast. Now these videos were only posted to my Facebook page, and they were by no means a regular occurrence. There would be 2 in a week and then none for a couple months, just because I had other things I had to do. It was basically whenever I had the free time. Oh, I've got 10 extra minutes today. I'll make a Segue Says podcast. It wasn't until the spring of 2014 that I was encouraged by my dear friend Miss Christine, as she's known in the music world, to take the backlog of videos I had on Facebook and upload them to YouTube as some sort of a weekly podcast. And so, that's what I did. I took the backlog and uploaded one of them each week, and then once I'd run out of the backlog videos, I began making new ones. And that's what I've been doing ever since. Now here we are at the end of summer of 2015. We've had 75 episodes to date. We've had a year and a half of a regular podcast, almost 2.5 years of videos in general, and almost 3 years since the concept of Segue Says was born. Now, if you've watched any of the videos, you've noticed that they're not at all edited. They're basically one take each. And when you do things in one take, things can go wrong. Things can go very, very wrong. Sometimes there's external factors that you can't control that get in your way. Sometimes you have technical difficulties. The instruments aren't working properly, the phone's not working properly. Or maybe my voice isn't working properly. And then sometimes I just screw things up. Now, what a lot of people didn't know is that while the final videos were one take, that didn't mean I did them in one take. It meant that there had probably been a few takes that had failed previously. I saved all of those. Because sometimes when things go wrong, it's just as entertaining as when they work. So I have compiled, painstakingly, a compilation of the best of the worst of Segue Says. Some of these weren't so bad as to completely ruin a take, so they did appear in the final videos. Others, well, you can see for yourself. So now I proudly and nervously present to you the bloopers from the first 75 episodes of the Segue Says podcast. I botched it a little bit there, but I actually started filming this one and got pretty well into it when my little brother gave me a phone call, which of course cut the video off, so I'm starting over. You have the main riff of On the Run, or excuse me, not the riff, the groove under the verse, the riff of Double Vision. I messed it up a little bit there, but you know. So just thinking of the words for a second here.
Practice on my sins, never gonna let me win. Sins out of 10. So this is a segue featuring 2 songs you probably know for a change. You can probably hear that. That's the construction going on in my building. They'd be quiet. And hopefully I got the point of that across clearly enough, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And hopefully they'll shut up with the construction fairly soon.
Very underappreciated song from the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road album. And didn't I tell you I was trying to do it? As it happens, I got the words wrong in the first verse of something, but you get the picture. You know how that one goes, I'm sure. Hey there, everybody. Seth Campbell here again with another Segue Says. I'm filming this on the same day as the previous one because I figured it's been so long. Never mind. Let's see. This is a fun one. This is another one-way segue because, well, it just is. Just gonna set the keyboard sound I want, and you'll see. Turn the amp on. This is not my day, as you can see. I get a lot of laughs when I perform this one, and I think that's a good thing. But this is a Billy Joel album track from the 52nd Street, I can't speak today, 52nd Street album. Mangled the words to the chorus a bit there. I sang that the choruses are different. I jumbled them together a bit, but buddy, you're a young man, hard man, living in the street, gonna be in the world someday, got mud on your face. Mangling the words again. What we're gonna do this time, this is rattling quite a lot. Hopefully that won't translate into the video, but you can see I don't rehearse these. These are live as things begin to go wrong. It's amazing it's taken this long for that to happen, but had requests. I'd actually played. That was my fault. I'm very sorry. There, everybody. Seth Campbell. Come on. Garden with the etc. King was in the garden. That's what it's supposed to be. Sirens making noise outside. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sorry. Can't speak. Let me try this again. Can't speak today. You know what? Let me try this again. You probably know Cold as Ice. You probably don't know We'll Go Around yet, but you should. You never take advice. The only Survivor song I know, which of course is Eye of the Tiger. The reason I know it, oddly enough, is because when I was taking karate lessons as a kid, we learned our first two forms because you could do it to the beat of Eye of the Tiger. You know, da ba 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 ba. I don't know if I could still remember the whole thing. I'd be interested to try that actually. But in any case, it's a group of guys that play music and three. That's beside the point. I just wanted to show off. Why do I keep singing the last verse? I keep meaning to sing the first verse, and I'm always singing the last verse. I don't know what that is. In any case, and given and I just botched the chords a little bit. And then just start. I like to repeat the last verse of River of Dreams. I don't know if you can hear that. Apparently somebody's using a power saw outside, but we'll have to deal with it. And so one of your more popular cadences in music, and you hear this in every genre, is the 3 to the 4 to the 5. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. The 4 to the 5 to the 1. Don't know what happened there. You would think my Berkeley education would have, that I'm currently working through, would have prevented such a ridiculous mistake. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But it's been never mind. Hey everybody, Seth Campbell here with the new Segue Says podcast. I'm going to give you advance warning right now. I've got a bit of a cold I'm getting over, so forgive my singing. That's sliding already. Stop! So, I've got a bit of the cold this week, so bear with me in terms of my singing. But, no, I'm not even... The two songs are Mad World, originally by Tears for Fears, and why is the phone not pointing at the piano? Hey, hello? Too much lighting? It's still kind of spooky, but it's sort of rock and roll, alternative, not even, what the hell am I trying to say? Let's try this again. And this segue is a way I've combined them so I can please everybody, I guess. Oh, hell. What the... one of which is timeless, and one of which has plenty of let me try this again. I figured it's completely forgot what I'm trying to say. See my reflection in the snow. Hit a wrong note there. Boy, does that ruin the mood. Well, today we're going to do two songs that share a very distinctive rhythm. And that, of course, is a triplet. I say, of course, I haven't mentioned what the songs are yet. Try this again. Is the... Can't even see it. It's not in the way that you hold me. I haven't played it in that key for a long time, so I'm screwing it up. It's all in groups of 3. It's tough to do that while snapping. I've never actually tried that before. You can do this however long you want. You can improvise with the right hand. I shouldn't try to talk while doing this, I guess, but I'm going to anyway. This week, we're going to try... What the hell? And in this case, that's because one is very... sort of... What the hell are the words? Is it balanced? I think... No. Hang on. I've been lost to call. Damn it. Give me things that won't get lost. And that's... Excuse me. Hiccups. The learning who we are. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember the first verse. No Dakota. And that's the second verse. I don't know why I can't keep these verses straight tonight. Section kicks in, leading to the jam. Darn it, I thought I turned my HVAC system off, but it just kicked in. Hopefully you can't hear it too much in the video. Messed up the chord progression there, because it changes one chord at the very end. Tell you, I've been doing rush jobs on these. I can't remember the last time I filmed when it was actually light outside. But, and John Hyatt's Perfectly Good Guitar, which is a song, I believe, from the early 90s. Better double check that. These are two very sort of dark feeling songs. There's a mysterious sense to them. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. And the second song is Madman Across the Water. It's an early Elton John hit from the album of the same name. And I forgot to turn the HVAC off again. But let's ignore that for now. Oh, screw it, I'm going to turn this off. We'll try this again in just a minute. Of course, there's all those bizarre, sort of ethereal drums. And I'm noticing, as I see the screen of my phone filming this, that the shading of the light is changing rapidly every time I turn around, so hopefully that's not translating to the video, but if it is, I apologize. Now, well, this week is another piano bar favorite, and it's one I like to open the sets with, either right away or a couple in, because it's really establishes a good. How many years have I been away, and it feels that your life has no meaning. Never stood a chance. Yeah, hey. How many ways is our love torn apart, and you look to your heart for some answers of the happy way. Not doing the lyrics exactly right. Hope you'll forgive me. I'm going to give you just a verse chorus of End of the Game here. This is someone using the sink. The kitchen, not sure who that is. What is the second verse? Give me a minute, I'll think of it. Ah, yes. I long to see. Hey everybody, Seth Campbell here with... Oh boy, let's try this again. I didn't do that exactly perfectly, but a lot of people think of it as a Marcone song, but it's actually an old Willie. Excuse me. You know what? I'm going to try this again. In the past. Now, one of these songs is by a more contemporary artist with incredible blues abilities. Anyway, this week we're going to venture into territory that I don't believe we've done before, and that's blues. Really bluesy. Two songs are Papa Come Quick, Jody and Chico by Bonnie and Raitt. Bonnie Raitt. This week we're going to do two songs that are very different, and the interesting... Well, we'll eventually get back to that some... Oh! Turning Page by Sleeping at Last. That's Sleeping at Last is the name of the band. It can be difficult to say that properly. It's a much... So that's how you would do Cry Love into Sleeping at Last. Now, or excuse me, by Turning Page. Sleeping at Last is the band name. When am I going to get that right? And these two songs... Well, it's taken me a bit to get the second batch of 50 underway. As we move on from having done the 50th and we start the next 50 bunch of them, so... But Viva La Vida is another song that the title alone is not incredibly camera sliding. Let's try this again. Now this week we're going to feature two songs that have a forget it. And one time my aunt was driving me up to their place, and the how does this story go? You know, let's get everything out there, and leave nothing to imagination. I guess that was a better sentence when I started it than when I finished it. Yes, I know I screwed up the chorus lyrics. I blended a couple different choruses there. Welcome to the new Segue Says podcast. I, as always, am the sick as a dog Seth Campbell. That didn't sound right. Hey everybody, I am the... Well, this week we're going to introduce a new concept, and Waiting for the world to change. And I botched hitting the last note there. I hit the wrong note, but you get the picture. So I didn't play that perfectly because it's really difficult to get the type of thing to work. So whoa, no, never seen nothing like this before. Never seen nothing like this before. Well, hey, I screwed up the words. Of course, it'd help if I actually played the riff right. Baby, you can drive my car. And I actually screwed that up, so I'm going to do this again. Now, these two songs at first don't necessarily sound too compatible because one is twice as it takes some time, God knows how long. Someday I'll try to forget you as soon as my heart stops. You know, I've screwed this up so badly, I'm just going to start this over. Now, both these songs are in B flat major. I don't know what chord I just hit there. That sounded awful, but B flat major, this is what it was supposed to be. 80s pop rock power ballads. Now this week, so this is how that would sound. No, that's not how it would sound. I played something wrong there. Let's try this again. You might have seen me in a couple of music videos with her. We recorded a couple covers as part of one of her projects. And I'm not explaining this very well. Billie Jean being a love song, well, it's not a love song, it's about extortion. And, oh, to hell with it. I'm just trying to stall long enough to remember the first verse. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Brain not working. And the second song is a song called Red Eyes by a band called The War on Drugs. I got that backwards. Never mind. I do apologize to the band if the lyrics are meant to mean something and I've just missed it. That's entirely possible. Yeah, I had a word for this. But the location may change, but the style of Segue continues to... But this song is probably my favorite on the record. Please excuse the dogs in the background. First song is one of our... Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just jump off the key and get yourself free. Failed to hit that high note there. Now, my printer's buzzing. I don't know why. I'll deal with that some other time. Fleetwood Mac had their biggest success with the album Rumors in 1977. So there's a bit of a I don't even know what the term is, but discussed in recent. My phone says it's low on battery, and I hope I can last through this. But anyway, so it's help me. And then the vocals come in, and I can't remember the freaking words. I can tell if you knew my story word for word. It doesn't matter what we do or where we're going to. That's the second verse, my mistake. And the rhythm is very subdivided, so I realize you can't see it, but I'm drumming on my knee here. This one, there's less I don't even know if there's a word, segue-ness, to this one, because it's more just finishing one song. And so this week we're going to take two songs in... That was what I originally came up with. And for any of you who happen to know how to play Faces, you know, there's a bonus one for you. If you don't, just... It's the 5th. Why are they... 5th of July. Why are they still setting fireworks off? Anyway... I don't even know if you could hear that, but we'll see. We're talking songs for songs of Lilton Grace. Sounds caress my ears. But not a word I am screwing this up so badly that I am going to have to start this video over completely. As you can hear, it's much more hard driving. Both have a dark atmosphere, but it's much more hard driving. My phone has low battery. I'm going to see how long I can sneak this out. I'm just noticing how tiny I look in this. I'm too far away from the camera, so I'm going to start this over. So, bleh. And I've got a feeling she knows. Actually, I messed that up. Actually, you know, I'm an idiot. It'd work. You just do it the same way you would, You'd go from the chorus back into a verse of Across the River. I don't know why this never dawned on me. And Across the River by Johnny Clegg is on the very difficult to find album, but again, worth your time if you can track it down. New World Survivor. I'm sorry, my brain is not working today. I don't know what it is. But in any case, the first song is Every Breath You Take by The Police, and the second song is called What Goes Around Comes Around by Shadowfax, which I got these in the wrong order. I have nothing! Oh boy. Some cringe-worthy moments for sure. Well, nobody's perfect. I'm not even close, as you've seen. But perhaps this has given you a little more insight as to how things work behind the scenes of the Segue Says podcast. Who knows? By the time we reach 150 episodes, I can almost guarantee there'll be enough material for another reel. So in the meantime, if you're done laughing at me, hopefully you'll check out any Segue Says videos you haven't seen yet. Hopefully you'll stay tuned for future episodes. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.